Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Tuesday, February 4th, 2025. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino, CDM number 9. Now, we have an interesting setup developing for Thursday, and you might have heard about it. We've been talking about it, and certainly premium consulting members have been well aware of it as we have impact maps already out. We've been having them out for the past 2 days now on this icy threat that is developing for Thursday morning. This is a situation where you have warm air surging into the region, and this leads to a heavy burst at times of precipitation, in this case, snow, but a rapid changeover. And the question is going forward, how fast does that changeover take place, especially when you're going from sleet to freezing rain to rain? And trust me, no one wants to deal with rain. The good news is that the warm air is going to win the fight, and we'll look at the observations as to why that is the case. But the overall theme here to really just understand is that it's not so much a major winter weather impact in terms of the amount of frozen precipitation, but because of the timing of that precipitation as we're moving into the rush hour on Thursday morning. And rush hour and freezing rain, no matter where you are in the region, is never a good thing. So, if you have a chance to delay your travels on Thursday morning, it's probably a good idea. We'll have a public map out by the time we get to this afternoon. I'm waiting on a little bit more data. I want to fine tune some of the timing of the cold air as it leaves, and then we'll have a public map out. But again, premium consulting members, only $15 a month, by the way, have had this heads up for the past couple of days and know where they're expected the worst impacts. So let's take a look at the observations. We will jump to our surface observations first, and we have a cold front dropping through. It's pretty much the warmest it's going to be for today down in southern New Jersey, where it's already in the upper 40s to lower 50s. Temperatures will fall behind this cold front, generally in the 30s and 40s the rest of the day. You can see over the northern interior, we're in the lower to mid 30s, upper 30s to lower 40s in the Lehigh Valley and Delaware River Valley, and mid to upper 40s around the Philadelphia metro and New York City metro, right around the I-95 corridor as that cold air bleeds in. This isn't a strong cold front, but this polar air that's coming in is a little bit fresher and has a little bit more punch to it. So you'll notice the cooler conditions for sure. Certainly nothing like what we've seen the past couple of weeks. And you also notice with the northwesterly wind at around 5 to 15 miles per hour, at times gusting as high as 30 miles per hour. So certainly you're going to notice that. On the radar and surface map from WeatherTap, though, notice not much in the way of precipitation, just a few flurries here and there up towards the Poconos and Catskills, thanks to our Finger Lakes. But that's it. Other than that, pretty quiet today. Pretty tranquil, quiet day. And the reason why is that we're not seeing much in the way of lifting here on our infrared satellite picture as this cold front's moving through, but plenty of lifting off to the west. Now, let's take a look at the upper level winds, just so you kind of get an idea of what we're dealing with here. This is not a situation where you're getting a storm developing in the Gulf Coast, for example, and riding up the coast or anything of that nature. Everything's moving west to east. So that means your polar air that is coming in right now is coming in from the west northwest. So moving over the Great Lakes and right into our neck of the woods. The warmer air that is going to be invading on Thursday morning is coming generally from the plains. You could take a little bit of a source region from the Gulf Coast, but generally that moisture is coming in from the plains and riding right into our neck of the woods. The reason why I'm pointing this out, this is all fast. Everything's moving fast, west to east. So this is a fast moving storm. It also means you kind of get this tidal wave of warm air driving up against a fresh polar air mass that can lead to a heavy burst of precipitation. And I'm saying precipitation because while that's happening, you're getting a changeover from snow initially to sleet and freezing rain and rain. So the forecast question by the time we get to Thursday morning is not whether or not you'll see any of those precipitations, because you will, all those precipitation types. The question is the timing and duration of each, which is going to tell you how much you're going to get of each one of those features. So if it takes longer for the changeover from snow to sleet, you'll see a little bit more snow, most likely towards, let's say, Connecticut. If you take longer to see that freezing rain to change over rain, you're going to see more ice, which is a bit of a concern for a lot of portions of eastern Pennsylvania, especially north and west of Philadelphia. So this could lead to some nasty conditions as we move forward. So let's dive into this forecast for today. Cold front drives through. We're pretty much at our high temperatures for today. Temperatures will fall through the 30s and 40s the rest of the day. Generally look for lower to mid 30s over the higher elevations, upper 30s to lower 40s on the in the Delaware River Valley, and lower to mid 40s along the coast. Overall, you might want to bring a coat. For tonight into tomorrow morning, high pressures in control, clear skies, tranquil conditions. It is going to get cold, with low temperatures in the mid to upper teens over the northern interior, lower to mid 20s along the coast. For tomorrow afternoon, high pressure still in control, winds are light and variable. High temperatures are going to be much colder than today, only in the mid to upper 20s over the northern interior, lower to mid 30s along the coast. Now, temperatures don't move all that much as we move into Wednesday night into Thursday morning. So around midnight, we have increasing clouds. Your temperatures generally range from the lower to mid 20s over the northern interior, mid to upper 20s in your suburbs, and upper 20s to lower 30s in your urban areas. Let's say around the mid 30s down here towards Cape May. All right, down towards Atlantic City, right around this area. So around midnight, nothing really going on. But from midnight to 7 a.m., the precipitation drives northward. And this leading edge here, typically in these type of scenarios, has a nice little burst of moderate snow associated with it when you're dealing with what we call isotropic lifting. So you get this moderate burst, and then the question is, how fast is the changeover from snow to rain? You have to go through a whole process. So as you can see here, you got your oranges here. This is kind of sleet. And then this is bad news. This is freezing rain. So the question on Thursday morning is, how fast do we go through this process? Southeast of the I-95 corridor, pretty quickly. Snow, maybe a little sleet, quickly to rain. Not a huge deal, but watch out for some slick spots. Along in northwest of the I-95 corridor, let's say just northwest of Philadelphia, northern New Jersey, northeastern New Jersey, also looking a bit dicey. Connecticut, the Hudson River Valley, the Poconos and Catskills. This is going to be an icy mess. So prepare accordingly. By the time we get to the afternoon, though, that warm air surging northward. Everyone's changing over to rain while this process is happening. The European holds on to the cold air. Some of the latest mesoscale guidance is going a little bit faster with the warm air. So let's say around noon, everyone starts going over to rain, and temperatures are rising rapidly. So we're looking at upper 30s to lower 40s over the northern interior, lower to mid 40s in the New York City metro, and upper 40s to lower 50s in the Philadelphia metro. So no matter what you get, it's certainly going to be melting with that warmer air. Now, on Thursday night into Friday morning, the cold front swings through with scattered cloud cover. Again, all your strongest dynamics are already lifting up into New England. So when the cold front moves through, not a lot going on. But temperatures will certainly be falling, with low temperatures ranging from the upper 20s to lower 30s over the northern interior, mid to upper 30s along the coast. High temperatures on Friday afternoon with scattered cloud cover will range from the lower to mid 30s over the northern interior, upper 30s to lower 40s along in the Delaware River Valley, and lower to mid 40s along the coast. On Saturday, another low pressure system approaches. Now, on Saturday morning, the polar air mass has returned again, with low temperatures ranging from the lower to mid teens over the northern interior, upper teens to lower 20s in your suburbs, and lower to mid 20s in your urban areas. So, with our next area low pressure invading, we have another round of snow mixing over to sleet, freezing rain, and eventually rain. Very similar to what we're dealing with on Thursday morning, except this is happening on Saturday afternoon and evening, with the warm air eventually winning this fight. But my concern here is that this fight is occurring during the morning hours, so this could be another nasty ice event setting up for northeastern Pennsylvania and southeastern New York, especially around the Catskills, the Hudson River Valley, and Connecticut. Again, in this setup, the warm air wins, but it's going to take some time for that to happen. So Saturday along the coast looks like snow changing over to cold rain. Over the interior, it looks like a real wintry mixed mess, with temperatures by the time we get towards midnight ranging from the lower to mid 30s over the northern interior, upper 30s to lower 40s in the Delaware River Valley, and mid to upper 40s along the coast. As we move into Sunday, the cold front and the area low pressure moves through with some lingering rain, followed by clearing skies. Temperatures will range from the lower to mid 30s over the northern interior and mid to upper 30s along the coast for low temperatures. High temperatures will range from the mid to upper 30s over the northern interior, lower to mid 40s in the Delaware River Valley, and mid to upper 40s along the coast. So a real mess setting up. Then on Monday and Tuesday, high pressure will be in control before we watch another threat developing for next Wednesday. But I'm jumping ahead, one storm at a time. Temperatures for Monday and Tuesday will range from the single digits to mid-teens over the northern interior, lower to mid-20s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the mid to upper 20s over the northern interior, lower to mid-30s along in the Delaware River Valley, and mid to upper 30s along the coast. So, plenty of activity going on. As I expected, a very active February is taking place here, and we're going to have to stay on our toes. Don't jump ahead on storms either. I see some of you guys out there with your snow maps, European ensembles, and whatnot. Don't jump ahead yet. Take one storm at a time. Or you can subscribe to Premium Consulting Membership and let me handle it for you for only $15 a month. In the meantime, when we come to traveling for Thursday morning, please stay safe out there.